Hello, Tubu. Hello, Ard. Hello, Aeon. Hello, Soko. Hello, Anipam. Hello, Opum with the Giga Raid. Good night, Opum. Oh, hope you sleep well. Hello, Fudge. Hello, Joss. Hello, Salty Waffles. Hello, Anas. Hello, Adjacent Square Couch. Hello, Vathries. Hello, Kirkatonomy. Hello, Miniature Catfish. Hello, Generic. Hello, Sirius. Hello, Sinev. How you doing, chat? Good for Jesus' heart. Glad you're enjoying the YouTube stuff. Hello, Philium. Hello, Robot Acid. Thank you, Enderborn. I'm glad you are getting use out of that. Hello, Pigs. Hello, Panhandler. Hello, Claire. So, new patch. Giga new patch. The three big changes, I would say, are the Doormaker got changed. It now has an attack on turn 3 and a different debuff. Removes now cost 25 gold more and increase by 25 gold each time you buy them or something. I don't know. Something like that. And Silent got this card turned from an F tier unpickable card to an S tier card, which is interesting. We definitely needed another S tier card, right? On Silent, like we needed one less bad card and one more broken card. Probably pretty sick. Pretty sick to have another broken card on the character. Now you literally can't ever brick weakness instead of almost never bricking weakness, and it's also in your starter deck. Every enemy is permanently weakened forever. This is an amazing artifact strip option. There's not much artifact in this game, but it's incredibly good at artifact strip. It's also the card deals 2 additional damage with the Inky, so like this card does 12 damage for 1 energy, upgraded to 18 damage for 1 energy. What does that sound like? Oh yeah, Blade Dance. It's Blade Dance that applies weakness. Okay, cool. Great, love that. I love the Silent. It's so sick. It's just so sick. Speedster, the worst card on the character, got nerfed. Like this was already unpickable, and now it's just like unpickable but funny, I guess. I don't know. That's good. Glad they changed that. They didn't even like nerf one of her good cards. They nerfed one of her worst cards, and then buffed one of her worst cards to be a broken card. So yeah, Silent's in a certain kind of state now. The Doormaker change is basically irrelevant. The guy still just doesn't hit you ever. It does 0 damage for the whole fight. So like you just don't suck. Like just don't suck, and you won't die. It's fine. Their stats must say that people who have Speedster in their deck win a lot. That's my guess. But that probably just means that people who have a lot of card draw win a lot. Like if you have a lot of acros and backflips, you pick the Speedster and you're like, wow, I have card draw, and then you win because you have card draw. And they're like, oh, that must mean Speedster's too strong. That's a good data analysis to be like, oh, people who have Speedster in their deck are winning runs. I wonder why. Maybe all the common draw cards that win the game instantly are the problem. I don't know. Who knows? Corrosive Wave isn't even a good card. I should do a Silent tier list, honestly. I hear people say cards are good, and it's like, that character is so simple. Like, I could throw together a tier list in like 5 minutes. Character is so simple. and ridiculously broken. Like it would be funny. I wonder how many cards would be in the broken tier, like the top tier. It'll be like half her card pulls in the top tier. Just insane broken, just nonsense everywhere in that character's card pool. A character is so far away from being balanced. Like it's so far away. Like it's just like so ridiculously far away from being balanced. But yeah, the Doormaker change, it just still doesn't attack you is the problem. Like its mechanics are a little bit more difficult to deal with, I guess. Like you can't just like win the game on turn 4. You have to have a deck that can just handle all the mechanics. So it is a lot more difficult because like before you would just spend that 1 extra energy on turn 4 and then just kind of like do 1 billion damage on that turn. But now it's like on that turn you can't just play 1 billion cards and kill it, right? Like you are a bit more limited and you have to have more consistent output. So the fight is a lot harder, but it went from baby mode easy goo goo gaga fight to like pretty easy fight. It still just does not attack you. Like it does 0 damage, so like the 0 damage is always going to hold it back from doing anything really. Unless you misplay or bring a bad deck into the fight or something. But I will be respecting this a little bit more because its mechanics are worth respecting now. You can't just totally disrespect what this guy does at this point, which is nice. It is an improvement. The remove cost thing, I don't know really what the point of it is. It feels like it nerfs Necrobinder more than anyone else. Like I wasn't really going to spend like, I mean, I guess I was removing, but like I wasn't that worried about it, I guess. In early game especially. I wasn't like stressing out to get removes in my deck. I'd say overall in this patch Clad got like buffed overall in the card pool, just or the character pool, just because he cared about removes the least. And like Regent and Necro got kind of hit a little bit by that. They'll have like less gold to work with, basically. Fume's better than STS2 than the first. No, it's just like the same. It was broken in Spire 1. It's also broken in this game. It might be a little bit worse in this game, to be honest. But it's like also broken. Part of the issue is that Doormaker allowing you to exhaust cards usually can't. It's just really high agency. Top players. Well, I mean, I would hope players that are good at the game can get more out of a mechanic than players that are bad. I would hope so. Anyway. Good morning, chat. Sorry about that. Good morning, chat. We're gonna play some Spire. I'm not gonna lie, looking at this patch and then having played the previous patch for a while, I am fundamentally quite disinterested in playing this patch. I'll try my best, but the game was extremely boring in the last patch, and this patch does not really look much different. So I miss my Doormaker, man. I miss Doormaker V2 so much, man. My stream settings are not that good for a card game. And if you want to give specifics, I'm all ears. Yeah, it's sort of a problem with. I mean, the change I don't understand the most is like this. Like looking at Silent's card pool and being like, this is the biggest problem. Yes. This card being bad is the biggest problem with Silent. I need to like fix that. Maybe they don't think it's the biggest problem, but like, why is this even on the mind compared to like when like almost every card in this character is an abomination. But like this is the card that's on the mind. It's like we need to make this card also an abomination because now this card is also an abomination and needs nerfed. It's like whatever. Looking for a card to test out the new mechanic of creating enchanted cards. Sure. I mean, this is broken though. Doesn't have to be broken. It could have just been like, okay. I don't character just didn't need another broken card. Like, it's gonna make the character even like more boring to play. You could have just like made it okay. It doesn't need to be that good. $1080p. Yeah, I think that there was like something with yeah, I do 720 60 FPS, right? Yes. I mean, I could look into 1080p 30 FPS. Buffing shift strategies in preparation for nerfing Sly. Sly isn't even the broken thing about Silent. Like, people don't understand all the ways that Silent is broken. Like they just say, oh, it's the it's the Sly. It's the discard effects. Like it's the fact that you can discard the cards and get like that's part of the problem. Like that is a broken mechanic. But that is not the problem. The problem is that this character has a shabillion draw cards. Some ridiculous damage cards, the best block cards, infinite weakness, amazing passive damage, amazing draw consistency, amazing rare pool, some of the best damage powers in the game. This card. The problem is the card pool is just like stacked with broken things. Sly as a mechanic is not what's making this character disgusting. It's part of it. It's part of it. It's like added on top of all the other stuff that's also disgusting. Like this character's not challenged by a Gremlin Knob in Act 1 anymore, so you can just like pick all the block. And this character is way too good at blocking. Like so good at blocking. See, the problem is no Gremlin Knob. The Silent needs the Gremlin Knob. It's like it's like a relationship in nature, you know. Like the Gremlin Knob is Silent's natural predator and has to keep Silent in check. If the Gremlin Knob goes away, the Silent becomes the apex predator and destroys everything. It's too powerful. All right. The Regent. So the Regent got nerfed a little bit. You know, they punched the Regent in the face like slightly. With the remove nerf. It's basically just the remove nerf, but the remove nerf is like not nothing, I guess. Mean on the bone. Now that I know you can get rare, I've never gotten a rare relic from Small Capsule, but I know you can. So I just look at this and I think meat on the bone. Bowler. Baller. Rich. Rich. Kind of want to just like do this And then like go here. Fight 2 late elites. That feels probably correct. I don't know. If I get like Giga Strong, maybe I can fight 4 elites this way, but usually can't do something like that. You don't draw like that, that's bad. Yeah. Glitter Stream. Probably better than Spectrum Shift, you know? You can make the argument for Spectrum Shift. Do I want to just go ahead and grab Stargen, or do I want just a Cloak of Stars? I can kind of see this cache. It's fun, but not bad. But is it good? It's good like when you can upgrade it and your deck isn't like put together yet. I really don't love putting out hitting cash in my deck, to be honest. I'm just not super into it. Just feels so slow. But I already added a common block, so I don't really want to add another common block. Skipping doesn't feel great, but I think I'm into skip. Alright, do I need to take a collision course? It's the best damage option being offered here. I'm about to walk into a hard pull where maybe I need to be able to deal damage. If I can't deal damage in this hard pull, maybe I just take too much to recover from. There's Magnet for this bad deck. Yeah, Magnet over Glitter Stream. I guess then you would take the Cloak of Stars. Yeah, there's a lot of like this. A lot of people don't watch Like most people who play Slay the Spire don't watch Slay the Spire on Twitch. You just look at the numbers for how many people are playing this game daily. Most of those people are not watching Twitch stream. I think I need to take this. Sadly. If this is a hallway fight, I definitely needed to take that. Especially if it's this hallway fight. Kinda need this guy to die. The nightmare pattern. Well, at the very least, I think I'm playing this run well. Like, I think I've played the fights correctly so far. Being offered an astral pulse, which we'll be taking. Ugh. Really no opportunity to use any of this stuff. Take a gather light. Don't think we're farming. Snack oil, kingly kick, holy. It's probably the worst Regent start I've had in a while. Take a touch of insanity? I don't think so. I mean, it's gotta be better than Star Potion, right? Like, that just makes sense. Getting snack oil. Joy. The joy. Problem is, we're not really getting any closer to being able to beat Vantum. Jack of all trades. Upgraded Bundle of Joy is upgraded colorless cards, I imagine. Pretty sure. No, it's just 4 colorless cards. Okay, sure. That's a lot of colorless cards. You can see you remove Kingly Kick just to like cope. We need to do a little bit of coping. Oh my god. It was interesting because like when I first started playing this game, like this event felt so solid to me. Like, it felt so solid to me. Like I never really got unlucky in it, and then people in chat were always like, "This event sucks. I hate this event." And I was always confused, like, "Why do you hate this event?" And now every time I do this event, it's just my best cards, my best cards, my best. just every time, I'm just like, okay, I guess I was just getting lucky, or maybe now I'm getting unlucky. Like I don't know. I think I have to drop the Kingly Kick. I think it basically instantly loses the run, but I think this also instantly loses the run, so. I'm not really being given a choice here. God damn it, man. Do a star pot here, I guess. It doesn't even work the good way. Do I just like... Oh my god, it's just so bad. I didn't think of drawing this exact hand. I should have, though. Guess I'll take a Gamma Blast. I could take a Begone instead. Maybe it's more useful against Phantom. Take a card that actually does something. We are in a very, very dire position here, by the way. Just so you know. It has to be like a Touch of Insanity on Astral Pulse, you know, or on Gamma Blast. Candelabra, sure. I'd like to save this for the boss, but it's hard to deal with this elite. Like I can do the Astral Pulse setup, but the problem is I can't kill it without using all my stars. Like the AoE fight, I can't kill it without using all my stars. And if I use all my stars, then I can't play Astral Pulse anyway. So the fight just kind of never ends. You can kind of see just going to the boss right now, but I think I should just rest and use Power Pot to kill the elite. Take a patter here. So bad. Really bad draw order here. I don't think I spend my stars on this. Be Gone Now? I think Be Gone Now is pretty good. I play this Vaughn. Why not? No. Pillars of Creation. I think we take this. It doesn't do anything, but it plays when I play Collision Course. And I can play off the Power Potion. It's upgraded. I think I can try for the Venerate upgrade here. I can Power Potion Bantam. Oh, wow. Oh, interesting. I guess without Venerate. And draw here. If I draw Gamma Blast and no Venerate next turn, it's like a disaster. Oh, I shouldn't. Mess that up. I died at the Venerate upgrade, right? So we can go for the kill here. Or I can try to have enough block to survive next turn. If I play Strike, then we have 18 plus 9. It's also just 6, right? Yeah, so we have 27 plus 6. So we have to draw literally any attack and it will die. And I block 4. So I take 5 this turn and I go to 5 HP. Which sort of means the only draw that I die is just like every card in my hand is a wound. Kills me. It has 4 strength, so it'll be attacking for 7 by 2. So any block card would live. And then if I don't, like, it's just a dice roll, right? Like, I'm more likely to draw attacks and wounds, right? That's way more likely. Like, Be Gone would be lethal. Any attack would be lethal because I'm doing 27 plus 6 here, so 33, which means any attack is lethal. Yeah, I would just go for that. All right, Comet when I already have Gamma Blast is a little bit less good. Crash Landing, Pillars of Creation. Block 1 Shabillion. Wow. Crash Landing. Pillars of Creation. We just get like the throne, yeah. The throne. Comet is so stupid. I'm at P box. Where's my Crash Landing? A really interesting run overall. Very out of the ordinary for me on Regent to play a run like this, but I can play it. I can't really block right now. Like at all. But I can kill. Closer Creation is broken. I mean, it doesn't play on all that many things right now. My main problem is Stargen. I'm glad I got the Venerate upgrade when I did. Deck could use a Void Form. controversial, I know, but it's true, I think. I could use a void form. Right. Could have played Supermassive there, but it's better to wait. This is actually gonna be me losing to not taking Crash Landing over Comment. That's what's gonna happen, isn't it? I can already see it. It makes sense too. That's the thing that hurts the most. Stargen. The worst Stargen you've ever seen. It's so bad. The last time I picked this, I think like in a run where I had there was a run where I had for the Crucible, and I picked it. It came upgraded. This card is basically entirely just like I can play Comet, I guess, but it's just not. It's not real. Like it's fake. This is my problem with bad Stargen. It's like it's just not real. Really, this round would be better if my deck had like Bundle of Joy and like less star cards and like have Bundle of Joy and Spectrum Shift, and I could just play into the Pillars of Creation thing. That'd be a better deck. I would like to be able to play my star cards. I would. This is kind of just like adding a second Venerate to my deck, but worse. Like I'd rather have a second Venerate plus than the. It's so bad. I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. It's so bad. You know what else is bad? Dying. Do the Smith. And then presumably die next turn. I I wish I could play Heirloom Hammer and dupe this card. That'd be so cool. Playing Comet would be good here. Glitterstream technically blocks more, but I need stars. Ow. Parry it. Parry it. Parry, parry, parry. Block 1 trillion. It's so bad. Very summoned board. I mean, I do kind of need more random block, but like, there's just like there's no semblance of identity for this deck. It's just a disaster. It's just a disaster. This run is basically all just like take Crash Landing. Like I'm if I take Crash Landing over Comet, I'm at like 50 HP right now. Now, of course, I didn't know I was gonna get like this kind of boss reward, but yeah, it probably was just correct to take Crash Landing over Comet, to be honest. I hadn't ended up in that situation before, but like Pillars of Creation, like it just speaks for it. I already have Gamma Blast. I don't have much Sergeant. Like everything is speaking for the pillars or for the other thing. You just gotta do it. You just gotta do it, chat. I don't realistically think I can play parry right now. Yeah, bread, if only. Goodbye, a Star Pot. I don't know what else I do, but I definitely buy a Star Pot. It's probably just puzzle, so like turn 2, the Giga Energy goes in more often. Red is just death, right? Like it's just like you die. So if anything, it's puzzle. We get like 2 relics here and maybe we bounce back a little bit. Play Pulse, but like why? I probably want to play this next. I don't know what's going on. That's you don't have a Venerate. You can play Gather Light. I have to seriously block next turn. Go Falling Star, Glitter Stream, Foregone Conclusion. And just try to like draw into something that lets me play the Smith. Because otherwise I have no I mean next turn I can go the Smith into Sovereign Blade. But with no Vaughn it's like doesn't really do anything. I have all that in my hand next turn, I should be able to kill. Eternal Feather. Okay, the game is mad about my tier list. Like the game is mad about my tier list, and they're like, you're not listening to that tier list in this run. you are playing this run. You are playing with all this stuff. Some healing is greatly appreciated, but I don't think that means I can upgrade here. That's pretty hopeful, the idea that I can upgrade here. I do like having more stuff though, like more healing and stuff. It's useful. I should have taken a puzzle there. Wow, that hand sucks. I'm gonna die. Might die. I could have played Pillars first. I was gonna play like Heirloom Hammer though. I think that's still probably the play. I dupe the blade. Oh no, this deck just owns. I say as I'm about to get my face destroyed and obliterated into a billion pieces. Like kill this one, maybe that stabilizes the run, or stabilizes the fight a little bit. This hand is like pretty disappointing, not gonna lie. Question is like, how do I, you know, not die? It's a good question. It's a good question. I would like to know what my plan is to not die. Yeah, this probably wasn't the idea. But I wanted to not die. Oh god, that hand is so bad. I don't know. I think we're dead, yeah. I needed to draw Astral Pulse this turn. Like that was like required, I think. An Heirloom Hammer here and to Gather Light, but like it doesn't really matter. Next turn I can go like Gamma Blast, summon for like falling the blade, summon forth, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Can I kill this one? Go like King's Courage. I guess I can do... No, I can't. I can't play more than one card here. I guess maybe I had to sacrifice on that one turn 8 HP to play the Venerate. There's nothing here, right? Like this increases the damage by 8. Which is like just 6 or something. If I could do Falling Star into Summon Forth Sovereign Blade, I think maybe I can win the fight. Does that work? I have to Gamma Blast, right? Now we're just stuck in the loop. Actually, I can play Begone here, yeah. Yeah, I can. Now, what does that do? Probably nothing, but it's trying its best. Play Falling Star here to kill it. Next turn I can Blade and Supermassive. I did not draw Supermassive. Not being enough damage is extremely upsetting to me. No way I can make anything to make this deal 2 more damage or 3 more damage or whatever. Play like the blade here. Play freaking. This is so miserable. I want to play Gather Light because I can't lose 7 HP here, but. There's 2 star generators in the deck. Yeah, there's just a lot of bricked hands that just die next turn. But I'm just dead in the... not really. I can't dodge this elite, I guess. Because I can't play Blade into Foregone Conclusion, and then we win the fight next turn. Because I pull the... I mean, do I even... Is that even true? Probably not. Then go Gather Light, Astral Pulse, Heirloom Hammer. And at least Astral Pulse is in play, so... Bottom deck the Blade, naturally. I'm assuming Supermassive plus the Blade kills here. Yeah. Man, that was fun. That was fun. I would like to take a card before the boss. Just to get more healing from my Eternal Feather. The problem stays the same. I have like no energy for what the boss fight does. No energy. I can see a second be gone. Blocks 8 and scales, kind of. And also is, you know, a card so I can heal more. Spectrum Shift. Spectrum Shift. 8 block per turn. I think I buy Convergence, yeah. Like an explosive potion. Just to have the strength potential. Oh, I can't buy the explosive potion. Okay. I think the Convergence is worth it though. Chant attack with Corrupted. I can corrupt my comment, so it goes ba-blom blom blom. Transform isn't even that good. It's okay. I'll just enchant my comment, so it goes ba-blom blom blom. Corrupt Bombardment, die. Would you like to die? Okay, I want to play pillars here, but bombardment's like a shabillion damage, so I should probably play that. Like, that's actually like a shabillion damage. Like, it's so much damage. Puzzle. I'll play the Smith next turn, yeah. That's a secret technique. Okay. I was like, what's happening? Free. Sword Sage. Whoa. Yeah. The debate of what build is this, chat? I'm trying to figure it out. What build is this? What archetype am I playing? what archetype is this build? So my AoE is like really troubling right now. It is one of the troubling aspects of the deck is that my AoE kind of sucks. Do I want a Seeking Edge to help solve my AoE problem? I play the Smith, and then I play Seeking Edge, and then I play the Babwam, and then everything dies. Yeah, there's also decisions. Decisions can triple play like Convergence. It can triple play like even Gather like Glitter Stream, Venerate for Giga Stars, the Smith, Forge 90. Forge 90 is pretty cool. However, stars are just not super abundant right now, I would say. It's probably just more powerful than Seeking Edge, though. We'll figure stars out. Obtain everything he sells. Everything. Fiddle turns off the draw from the Begons. How many shops can I go to? I can go to 2 shops. Parasol Eternal Feather. You see the line. I think it is Parasol, actually. I think it is the strongest option here, actually. That just seems true to me. Speed potion or what? Nope. Oh, they really nerfed this event. I could become big. This is just too much damage to take is the issue with it. I sort of just die in these random hallway fights. I should probably just take this though. I can't afford to lose 2 cards on turn 1, right? Really bad though. The Gambit. Bombardment. Punch Dagger. Holy shit. Do I remove the Gambit? I can't play that card. Decisions into Gambit and then die, yeah. How does Opum type so fast? Opum's like a freaking speed typing master. This run is so ratchet. It's such a messed up run. It's just messed up. I think I'll remove Stardust, yeah. Feels like the most useless card here. And we'll take a power potion. We'll try to survive these 2 hallway fights. I'd like to play Bombardment because it does a shabillion damage. This deck is actually complicated. I don't know. Chat, help me. I'm dying of my deck actually having cards in it. It's not a bad deck. Like my deck's pretty good, but clear Hammer Gambit. Oh my god. I'm dying. What do I do? I'd like to play Bombardment, so it like will die at some point. That'd be sick. Sounds a bit like dreaming though. Just get powers into play. That can't be bad, right? play heirloom hammer here and dupe the sword. The Thord. So bad. I take 1 damage and play Cosmic Indifference. And then I can play Spectrum Shift and block 8 next turn. Well, apparently that's what I should have done because I bricked this turn. I bricked all the block. I don't think there's a lethal. Unless there is. Oh, what a terrible draw. This gives me 3 strength, right? So I'll do 44. $66 plus 21 times. Doesn't sound lethal. Yeah, not even particularly close to being lethal. Good. Like, I could have drawn any... There's like a lot of draws here that are actually kind of chill. 33 is just too much. Do I power potion here? Like, what am I even hoping for? God, are you serious, man? Probably wasn't meant to grab all the powers. It's probably meant to like kill it more aggressively, like play Comet somehow. Like find some way to play Comet. That's probably the right idea. I mean, this is unlucky, but like, you know. We go for it. That's amazing. Ugh. Holy 8 block. 6 strength doesn't kill, right? I'll have 7 strength. So go to 77. Or 47 times. Like 16 damage short. This is extremely sad. I'm just dead. I'm just dead. I mean, I just have to survive next floor and things will like be a lot better, but I think I probably die next floor, right? Almost always. If I survive this floor, I just win. Guy certainly does have 199 HP, huh? What is this thing's pattern? It's time to finally learn the Frog Knight's pattern. Next turn, it'll gain 5 strength. So if I can kill it, I can play the Gambit here. If I can like find a line that kills it. Can I do that? Because I can bombardment right now, which is like a bajillion damage. Smith is not in play and it's in my discard pile. This will deal 23 next turn. I would need to like get Vuln this turn, kinda. Yeah, I could use the potion. Well, if I say that winning this fight is the key to victory, which I do, probably just use the potion. But do I play the Gambit? Is the question. Because otherwise I'm not full blocking this, which is extremely bad. Can I actually realistically kill in that much time? I'm not sure. I don't know, maybe I should just block this guy forever. That's probably a better idea. I get the Gambit into Pillars, Spectrum Shift. But I kind of want to play Gather Light so I can actually play my comment. I mean, I have a decent amount of Stargen in the draw pile. Send it. That does not look good enough to me. I can put the Gambit on top. That is the thing I'm technically allowed to do. I can play this, by the way. Losing 2 HP does not kill you. It's unblocked attack damage. If I play this, do I have a lethal? This is the question. The Heirloom Hammer does a lot. I don't think it kills though. I can put the one thing on top. And then Cosmic Indifference can play me Convergence next turn, guaranteed, and Venerate. And I can kill the turn after. I can even get Prolong. I probably shouldn't have Potion, but it's fine. Pale blue dot. I don't have the pale blue dot command. I should get that. I put it in other people's channels, but I haven't put it in my own channel. This card heals me with the Eternal Feather at this fire. Holy shit. As long as the event isn't a fight, I should be fine in this run, I think. If the event's a fight, I probably just die instantly, but... 13 HP is just so pathetic. I can't really afford a brick, right? I can't really afford another card that isn't, or like another scaling power type of thing. Can't afford it. This or that. Clumsy also heals me and gives me a relic. Regalite. Regal pillow. Incredible, incredible. Buy out the entire shop. Enchant 3 attacks with sharp 3. Sure, buddy. I'll do that. Why not? Shop was not as good. Was it? I mean, I did buy a resonance, which is kind of bad. Entropy is innate. I can't afford a brick. Has Parasol. Real. I mean, I was afraid of dying on turn 1 of like a question mark hallway fight at that moment, because I felt like that was the most likely way for me to lose the run. So that's why I made that decision. Yeah, entropy plus spectrum shift plus 3 pillars of creation in play. If I accomplish all of that, like I actually can't die. It sounds realistic, right? I don't really know what to enchant with this. I'm figuring it out with you, Chad. I don't know what I'm doing. Do I remove resonance? I feel like I can actually play it sometimes. I feel like Ultimate Strike is like the most useless card in my deck. Maybe it's just clumsy. Like, do I care? I don't care about reshuffles. Like I don't give a shit about reshuffles. By the time I reshuffle, hopefully I have all my powers in play and I'm invincible because I can't take damage. Alright, this is going so well. It's going so well. I don't really see how I can lose from here on out. I think this is my first Parasol Regent run. Most of the time you just don't end up in this type of space where Parasol's good, but it can happen. Parasol obviously incredible here. Like, just look how much it's giving me. It's insane. Completely insane. I was gonna fight 2 elites. I mean, I have to fight at least one, so let's like fight this one at least. Maybe if I'm dead, I'll do something else. Let's see skill potion here. Try to save some of this HP. The Smith. Let's go Cloak of Stars. Or did I play the Smith? I'll probably just play the Smith, actually. resonance. Cards. Oh my god, man. Ooh, back of prep, that's so good. How do we beat the door? How do we beat the door? I don't think I fight the second Ellie, right? You just like dodge it. Make sure I'm full HP in the boss. Because when I'm full HP in this run, then I'm probably doing okay. You just like leverage the HP to play my my powers. And if I play my powers, I should just be fine. Like powers, like all the powers in play just beat the queen easily. Like the queen is so stupid. Like the queen is such an idiot. Could play this. That makes sense though. I mean, can I kill with that? Yeah, I think I can actually. This run is such a disaster, Chad. It's just a disaster. Be interesting to think about how this happened though, like how we got into this type of position, like because my deck was kind of just pushed into this. There's another Gather Light here with Dexpot and the Sparkling Rouge. It's okay. Like the complete lack of star generation. Just the complete and total lack of star generation. We go back to the elite fight. I don't mind playing Foregone Conclusion here. Glitter Stream into Foregone Conclusion. Get a lot of whatever I want in my hand next turn. Which is what? Like Astral Pulse or Shockwave? Can also just kill one of them. Oh no, I can't. Yeah, that's not how that works. What are these guys' pattern? I've been meaning to look at this. Look at Scrolls of Biting. Or scroll picks from its move randomly. Scrolls 2 and 3 start with the next moves and cycle between Chomp Chew and More Teeth. After Chew picks randomly between Chomp and More Teeth. Okay. So this one will multi-attack next turn. This one could attack next turn. So they all could attack next turn. I mean, like... I want to kill them. Can deal 24 pretty easily. Just get like all 3 attacks. Gwimmer. I like energy. I also like dexterity, though. I think I probably like energy a little bit more, to be honest. 2 energy potions seems really solid. Gwimmer, I don't really have the energy to play this card. We're just kind of vibing here and hoping that our draw order isn't terrible. So we have 63. Is an upgrade worth that much HP? Probably not. Probably just rough. The Gambit. So I can go the Smith, the Smith, the Smith, and then kill it. And then I can use my energy potion and play Convergence Child of the Stars. Next turn I have block, kinda. Can I win this fight with just the blade? Feels kind of hard. Alright, you know what, chat? I need to go use the restroom real quick. So I'm gonna go use the restroom and get some water, and then we'll play this boss gauntlet. I'm gonna have to think a little bit. BRB. I returned. I do think it's just sword, and then use energy potion, play Convergence Child. That just like makes a lot of sense. Gets a lot done. And then I don't take any damage to the knob phase, which is pretty good. I like to play bombardment here. Just to get it in play. Take like a little bit of damage. It's not really that bad. Alternative is playing like spectrum shifting, like the glitter stream or something, which gets spectrum shift in play, which isn't bad. Well, even spectrum shift, cosmic indifference, and entropy to get entropy in play. Making cosmic indifference back something, and the blade will probably deal with it. I don't like the probably of that though. Like if I play the bombardment, the blade will definitely deal with it. It just dies. But getting spectrum shift in play is pretty good with my 3 pillars of creation in the draw pile. I should probably do that. Splash. Incredible. This hand is really, really bad. The draw pile is not much better. Oh no. Thing is, if I'm gonna play the blade, I need to be able to pull it back with summon forth. Unless I can play Heirloom Hammer, which I can't. I guess I can play Splash. You can see what that gives me. Problem is my draw pile is just a bunch of powers that don't actually help me. I need to kill it like this turn though. What's my draw pile? Like no Stargen, right? Yeah, no Stargen. Splash into Meteor Stray. Yeah, that's an idea. Star cards, man. Is there a lethal here? The problem is if I kill right now, like, it's not like things get much better. My draw pile is still just empty. Like, no pillars are in play yet. Yeah, 11. This is 139. So I could do that. Plus the potion and then play like Supermassive or... I guess we have to see what's in the splash because this is 14 plus 1. This will do 138 plus 3, 141. 141 plus 14. 155 plus 18 is not enough. So we need to see what's in the splash first. headbutt. Can headbutt Venerate and play Venerate into Reflect. I like that full blocks, but yeah, it definitely has to be headbutt. Headbutt into glow, into Venerate, into Reflect. It's like the main idea here, I think. And then next turn, I don't even know. Like we try to play Pillars of Creation. Hope that we can magically kill with the sword. And we're dealing 44 right now with the Reflect, right? Yeah, we're using that. And we're not doing 44, we can't full block. Well, Falling Star does kill. God, these pillars, man. The Pillars of Creation. Vulnerable. Yeah, I could have killed that turn, but I didn't want to kill because I wanted to play my Pillars of Creation. That didn't turn out super well, though. Because I still can't play them for some reason. So I can go Falling Star, Sovereign Blade, kill this turn. Play Pillars, Refine Blade. Have energy next turn to play more Pillars. Put Equilibrium on top. I can go Foregone Conclusion here, pull Heirloom Hammer and Refine Blade, and then play Heirloom Hammer, play Refine Blade. The turn after, I just play Sword and it dies. However, I would like to block this turn. Equi almost full blocks. Am I satisfied with almost full blocking? Or is there some kind of lethal here? 222. So I use both my energy bots in this fight. It's good for me that the queen is like not a real fight. It's fortunate for me, chat, that the queen is not real. I guess I can Foregone Conclusion next turn, right? I don't have to do it this turn. Because I'm retaining this hand. Can I guarantee a lethal with that, though? Not really. I guess I can, like, No one's ever lost from 1 HP, right? Refine Blade, Heirloom Hammer. And I think that just kills because I Heirloom Hammer, I duplicate the sword, and then I Refine Blade next turn I Sword, and it dies. One boss fight down. I used 2 potions though, which really isn't the best. Luckily, this fight is, you know, this fight. So what should I cosmic indifference here? Main way I win is by getting every power in play. If I can just play every power, I win. That's all I gotta do. It's not that hard. Feel like convergence or equi. I think convergence. Can I grab like child? Convergence is in my draw pile. I want something to spend my stars on. Just grab up the smith maybe. Like child, pillars of creation, the smith. Can't play all that. I can play it over multiple turns, I guess. It's so mid though. I just want to be able to block this turn is the main thing. What's my best block option? I could play the Gambit. And just play like child, pillars, and then just say I win. Seems pointless, right? Like I have enough HP to survive a little while in this fight. I don't need to like... I don't need to act like I'm just gonna die in 2 turns or something. They don't deal that much damage. Do I play Genesis here? Just get infinite stars. Infinite stars is so good. Kind of need a refined blade. What do I put on top here? I need to be able to block next turn. Or kill, I guess. Comet can be played. almost home free, like genuinely. We're like very close. Very close to being completely fine here. It's just I need a couple more turns. If I get Spectrum Shift in play, we're just winning. The Genesis and stuff. Next turn is kind of scary. Yeah, just get Comet here. Okay, I can do Parry Blade Spectrum Shift. We're almost there. To the promised land of not taking any more damage. Play Bombardment this turn. Bombardment Omni Slice. Play decisions on Resonance. She gets freaking destroyed. Can I even do that? I probably can't do that, right? Because of the bound. I probably play Resonance though. Because playing Resonance means she has one less strength, which is like kind of Giga Omega good. Against this enemy. So am I dead without playing the Gambit? I don't think so. Cosmic Indifference, put Resonance on top. Play Convergence. And we almost have like the blade combo set up with the Heirloom Hammer to just kill her. Or do I just put decisions on top? Oh, I just put decisions on top. Okay, probably just play the Smith 3 times. Make 2 swords. kill? Kind of looks like it kills. All right, GG. What an absolute disaster of a run. It was an absolute disaster. The early game was just messy as hell. Like everything was terrible. But Pillars of Creation did stuff. I found like the comment. The comment was pretty good. Eventually the deck was not so bad. Triple Pillars of Creation with entropy is funny. Entropy and spectrum shift. It's kind of a fun type of thing. I do think the early game card picks kept me alive though, so happy enough with that, with the run that I played. GG. Yeah, Heirloom Hammer's basically entire purpose is to dupe the blade. Like that is what that card exists to do. It's just to give you a second blade so you can play 2 blades. There's like, it has an okay damage number written on it as well, but it's not great. It mostly exists just to dupe the blade, and it blocked in this run because I've, triple Pillars of Creation. The Smith was crazy. This card is so good. This card is so good. Regard Conclusion honestly did pretty well in this run, but the Parasol. Oh, does this look different now? I think this is different, right? This didn't look like this before. It didn't have like all this art. The art improvements in this patch are pretty massive. Like, have you seen the defect art? There's a lot of really nice new defect art, like hot fix. Defects art so serious. Like, look at this. It's so serious. Hot fix on the modded card. Oh, wow. Very different vibes from a lot of Spire 1 art, and even a lot of the art in Spire 2, to be honest. It's good though, it's good. Is this my biggest Regent deck ever? It might be. This might be my biggest Regent deck ever, 37 cards. Next, you're getting a larger with the remove changes. I don't think that's why this deck was larger, but sure, we'll go with that. We'll go with it. It's the remove change that made this deck large. We'll just run with that story. Wow, chat, we're on a 13 streak. That's how this works, right? I get to keep my old streak, right? I definitely get to keep it. When did I not get to keep it? The streaks get reset when patches come out because it's a different game slightly. Like I played with the other door maker. It's like this is not the same game as this game, the other door maker. Like there are different removes and stuff. You can't like have a streak on this patch and then have a streak carry over to this patch. But I can keep it in mind because honestly, this patch is very similar to the other one. Like the game changed less in this patch than the other two patches. Like the other two patches were more substantial changes than this one was, for sure. So it's pretty similar, the game overall. The other two patches, especially the first patch, the game changed a ton. But this one, it's still pretty similar. So. A lot of random stuff in this run, huh? If that's what happens when this is your block. It's funny, like this is trying so hard, like 3 Pillars of Creation, it was trying so hard, and I was still blocking more with this one child. Get own Pillars of Creation. I think I need to take a break. We'll play another run, or maybe I'll do a silent tier list. I don't know. One of the two. Silent tier list I can make pretty quickly. Like I'm pretty confident that I know what I'm talking about in silent. The heart is dead. We'll see what happens. They could be doing a fake out with the architect, and it could just be like a different, some kind of different boss, like some surprise boss. But it'll probably just be the architect. Playable characters as cyborg heart. I hope not. That sounds terrifying. Architect is actually a knob. That'd be perfect. I hope so. Architect won't come until 1.0. I mean, it'll be in the game by 1.0 for sure. I don't know when it will be added, but that's not something I could be aware of. All I know is it's probably going to be after the alternate Act 2 and alternate Act 3 is added first. I can see the architect being a playable character. It's not impossible. Wouldn't bet on it though. All right, anyway, I'm gonna take a short break and then I'll decide what I want to do while I'm on break. Like see what I feel like doing. BRB. I've returned. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some tea. I'm also hungry, so I'm gonna have some food after I finish streaming, but I'm gonna make some tea. I want to kind of practice, because like, when I made the Regent tier list, a lot of people said, like, oh, my voice is bad, right? Like, there's a lot of complaining about my voice in the Regent tier list. So I'm gonna make a silent tier list. It's not gonna take that long, and then I'm gonna end stream, and then I'll stream again later, probably after I eat and do all my stuff for the day and stuff like that. This is my normal like morning stream that I do. Yeah, I'll make the silent tier list now, and then I'll have it with some tea. We'll take it slow. I'll try to keep my voice higher pitch so that people don't get annoyed about that, and then I will end stream there. I think that's my plan. How does that sound, chat? No, I'll go live again later and we'll play some more runs. But I have to eat some food and do some other stuff. Voice is fine. I know my voice is fine. I'm not gonna like change my voice or anything. I'm just gonna have some tea with me so that like my throat doesn't get dried out. And then I'm also gonna like have the VOD actually recording so I don't get double compression. It should just be better. Like there'll still be people who are probably annoyed by it, but it's gonna be less bad. I'm just gonna make it less severe. It's not a lot of work for me. I don't have to change the way I speak to make it less severe for people, I think. Pretty sure. I'm gonna drag this over here. This is somewhat just to like practice being able to do this. Let's see if I make this even. Yeah, you can kind of see the cards if I do it like this, actually. Here, check this out, chat. You can actually see the cards. So I might not even have to like go back and forth between the things. I should have just done this last time, but you know. Yeah, I will make this. It won't take that long. We're just gonna get made, and I'll be back later. I'll like raid Baylor or something. Yeah, I might show the enlarged card for some of them, or read out what it does. A lot of people requested that. But what are we gonna name the tiers? I think I'm gonna name this broken. Less broken. Kind of broken. Good. Mid. And bad. There you go. I think that makes sense. That looked good for a silent tier list. I think that'll work for a silent tier list. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I am back. So I have some rose tea with me. I guess we can start the YouTube video here. Hello, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Welcome to my silent tier list. I have some rose tea with me. We're going to be taking it a bit slow. I'm not going to be speaking so much in quick succession. So hopefully the voice isn't as bad. So I did agree that my vocal fry in that video is, in the region tier list video, is definitely worse than it usually is, because I was just speaking constantly. I was really straining my voice a lot. So we're going to be taking a little bit more slowly here. And also this tier list shouldn't take as long to make because this character is broken. And you can probably tell by the tier names here that I believe that Silent is incredibly powerful in this game. It's going to be pretty funny to see how many cards end up in this top broken tier, or if I even need this many tiers, because this character is a monster. Okay, this T should help me. This T should help me. All right, let's get started. Abrasive. Abrasive is a 3-cost power, quote unquote 3-cost power. That's Sly. If you discard it, it plays for free. That's what Sly does. Gain 1 dexterity, gain 4 thorns. All right, we start off strong, broken. This is going to be a common theme. I imagine quite a lot of the first few cards we're going to put on here is going to be broken. And being a broken Silent card is even better than being your average broken card, because this character's card pool is just monstrous. And this card is no exception. Getting a free dexterity, like you just put this card in your deck and you discard it, it's almost always going to get discarded. This character is so consistent at being able to discard cards. And you get a free dexterity and you get thorns, which solves multiple fights. Like thorns in this game is also incredibly good. Like the effect of gaining 4 thorns is don't underrate that effect. That's an incredibly good damage effect. And then the dexterity on top of that is also incredible. Like it's just an amazing card. It's absolutely incredible. Been very impressed with this every time it's ended up in my deck. Every time I've transformed into it, it's just it outperforms my wildest expectations. It's incredibly powerful. Take every copy that you see, really. Like add prepare to your deck and then take every copy of Abrasive. It's like a way to win the run. It's a 0-cost power that helps you solve block and damage. just strong, very strong. All right, Accelerant. I think I'll put Accelerant in good for now. I think we'll iron out exactly how the tiers are going to be like as the tier list goes on, but I think Accelerant's like okay. Like it's not that good. Basically what Accelerant does is it makes your poison trigger more times if it's unupgraded 1 more time, if it's upgraded 2 more times. And those triggers also take down the poison. So say you have Noxious Fumes in play, right? Noxious Fumes Plus puts 3 poison on the enemy. You have Accelerant Plus in play. The poison will trigger 3 times, which will trigger 3 damage. It'll tick down, go to 2 damage, and then 1 damage, and you'll lose all your poison. So Noxious Fumes will deal 5 damage per turn, basically. So it's much, much worse than Catalyst was in Spire 1. It's trying to be Catalyst, but it's much worse than Catalyst was because it goes down. You basically have to have a lot of poison for this thing to actually function. Like you can't multiply small numbers. In Spire 1, Catalyst like Plus could multiply like 6 into 18 poison. This is not doing quite that much because it'll go from 6 into like 6, 5, 4, which is only 15 damage. So it's significantly worse than Catalyst, much more balanced than Catalyst. And if your deck has a lot of poison cards, this is a huge damage multiplier. So if you end up in that kind of synergy space, this card is good. Otherwise, obviously, you never take it. And most of the time, I don't have that much poison damage. You're going to see how many poison cards. Really, the bad tier is going to be mostly poison cards because I don't think poison cards are that important. Poison damage is very good, but there's just easier ways to solve damage on the character right now. All right, accuracy. I think that's also going to be going in good. It's similar to Accelerant, where if you have a lot of shivs, adding extra damage to your shivs is just good, but if you don't have shivs, then it's bad. And extra damage is very important on this character. It is really important. I found the key to winning all Silent runs is just to prioritize damage early, just like Spire 1. Like just don't actively ignore damage. Like you can add block cards in this game, unlike how you could in Spire 1. Like you can take things like dodge and roll and blur, which we'll see where those cards end up. But even still, you do need to deal some damage or you're just going to die in Act 2. And having like some shivs and then an accuracy is a way to do that much damage. Yeah, accuracy did get buffed a little bit in the latest patch because Blade of Ink got buffed. We'll get to Blade of Ink. First, let's get to these cards. Acrobatics, broken. Adrenaline, broken. After image, broken. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to need this many tiers, to be honest. I don't know how many tiers we're going to need, because I feel like a lot of these cards are just going to end up in the broken tier. Acrobatics was already a strong card in Spire 1, and in this game, it's even better. You just take every copy you see. You can take it on floor 1, and it will just be good. You can take it on any floor, and it will just be good. It should get in your deck at all opportunities in the run. It will just make your deck better. You add this card, you add slide cards, you win the run. It's just that simple. Card is absolutely incredible. Yeah, less broken is probably a little redundant. There's probably just too many cards that are good on this character. Like, I guess maybe After Image is After Image is broken. Adrenaline, it's a free card you can just play. But basically, Adrenaline is the same thing that it was in Spire 1, where this character likes to put a lot of powers in your deck, and that kind of bogs you down over time. But with Adrenaline, you just play it and you play a power, basically. It says you get a power in play for free. It's like having Mummified Hand and Game Piece in play. That's the way you can think about Adrenaline, is like it just plays a power for me. And that is incredibly strong because this character has incredible powers. So yeah, take every copy of Adrenaline, obviously. You can clone Adrenaline. It's like the best clone in the game. It just wins you runs. It's better than most rares. It's probably a top 3 card in the character right now. After Image, this card kind of gives you 1 dexterity, but it also plays with shivs and everything else. Like, blocking is incredibly powerful in this game. This card just pretty quickly outscales the entire game. Yeah, obviously a broken card. Take every copy you see. It's hard to take every copy of every card, but like, you just take every copy of After Image that you see, as long as it's not being offered up against like these cards, which are probably better. I'll try to order the top tier because it is important to understand which cards are better than other cards. It probably is this order. Probably a Bracelet's worse than Adrenaline. Something like this, though. All right, Anticipate. If you have enough draw and you have like the good block cards, this is a decent source of dexterity. It got nerfed, but I would still say the current state of it is that it gets in your deck if you have like early game dodge and rolls and blurs and stuff, which is most runs because those cards are very good. So yeah, I think I'll put this in kind of broken. This character is so strong, man. It's gonna be so hard to find a bad card. Like Assassinate. I think I'll put this in good. Every time I've had Assassinate in my deck, I've been pretty impressed with it. It's a good early game option if you see it on like an early shop to buy, or you see it from rare card or whatever. It's decent. If you see it offered up against nothing else, it's good, but it's just hard to take because oftentimes it's being offered up against much better cards because you're playing Silence card pool, especially the rare pool. And it doesn't do enough to justify being taken over other silent rares. So it's good, but not that good. All right, backflip. I think I'll also put this in broken. Jeez. I think we're getting the image here, right? We're getting the image of how this character is in the current state of the game. Yeah, backflip. Also incredible. One of the best block commons in the game, and you like block commons on this character. You want to take this thing early, you want to take this thing late. It never really has a bad place. It's just kind of good. Pretty uncomplicated good card here. All right, backstab I'm going to put in kind of broken, I think. Front-loaded damage is very good in this game, and backstab is one of the most efficient ways to have front-loaded damage on the character. I've been just taking like 1 or 2 copies in Act 1 if I see them, and it just smooths out the entire run. It deals with Act 2 elites, it deals with Act 2 hallway fights. If you have it with Assassinate, then it will just kind of kill everything. This character can afford to have like bogged down early draws in exchange for front-loaded damage, because if fights go long, you just play all your powers and you win anyway. It's similar to Spire 1. Really, Silent in this game is very similar to Spire 1 Silent. Like, it's not that far off. Like, the slime mechanic makes her a little bit stronger, and the enemy pool being not what it was in Spire 1 makes her a lot stronger. Like, that's the big buff to her, is that the enemy pool allows her to take cards like Backflip and Acro very aggressively. When in Spire 1, she couldn't take these cards as aggressively. In this game, she can just slam them without worrying about anything. Yeah, Assassinate is worse than Backstab purely because of rarity. Like, it's just that... you see this card offered up against other silent rares, so it's harder to pick. While Backstab is pretty easy to pick, usually when it's offered. Right, Blade Dance I think I'll also put in kind of broken. It's an incredibly efficient damage common. It like is extremely strong in Overgrowth. It has a lot of synergies with it's basically the same card as Spire 1 Blade Dance, but obviously you can't play it twice, which is a nerf for sure. But the card is still very strong. There's even more synergies with it in this game, and yeah, I usually take my first copy if it's not offered up against anything better, which often it is offered up against better things because this character's card pool is monstrous. Blade of Ink, recently buffed card. I think it's broken. Jeez Louise, man. Oh my god. I think this card is also broken, probably better than Backflip. This card is basically Blade Dance, kind of. It does 12 damage for 1 energy, but also applies 2 weakness, so it's like also a neutralize on top of a Blade Dance, which means it's just a good card basically to add to your deck in every moment. Like if you ever see this card and it's offered up against nothing better, you just take it. Because it will just make your deck better. It gives you permanent weakness. It gives you a good damage card plus permanent weakness. Like, I don't know, that's just good. Blur. Also broke. A Blur in this game is incredibly powerful. You basically want... And this is why my silent decks often end up being big, by the way, is because like this character's card pool is so good that like you just want every like so many cards in your deck are just good to add because they're just good cards. And yeah, Blur is no exception. Incredible card. I think it's probably here. I want it in most of my silent decks, and if I see one, I just add it. Like it's just good. You want dexterity, you want Blur, and then you win the run. Like it's that simple. All right, Bouncing Flask. I think this is our first bad card. Are we seeing a pattern yet? Yeah, bad Bouncing Flask. Bouncing Flask I don't think it ever gets in silent decks unless you're extremely desperate for damage. Like you have to be extremely desperate. There's very little synergy for Bouncing Flask in this game compared to Spire 1. Like there's no catalyst, and the potions and relics play a little worse with poison overall. Poison damage is still very good, and dealing poison damage is very good, and will always be very good. But Bouncing Flask just is the worst poison card by far. It's probably the worst card on the character, one of the worst cards on the character. It's just the worst way to apply poison damage, and poison damage doesn't have enough synergies to really justify being in every silent deck compared to like these cards. All right, Bubble Bubble. It's like mid to good. I'll put it in mid. Because if you see this card before you have poison, obviously it's just unpickable. After you have poison, this is the most efficient poison card in the game by far. Like even more efficient than Noxious Fumes. It's just like you usually don't have poison yet when you see this card, because often like the poison cards aren't really able to be added to your deck until you already like you don't really take this card with Fumes, right? Like you'd rather solve your damage in some other way. Yeah, Bubble Bubble just kind of whatever. Bullet Time I think in this game is bad. This character is very heavy on draw and doesn't really have energy problems, so yeah, I don't really see a point in Bullet Time unless you're like taking a lot of snake bites, which you shouldn't be doing. It's still good with Snecko Eye. There's still like a few good situations for it, but yeah, overall just not really worth picking. Bullet Time for new door turn 4. It doesn't do anything. I guess it does. It makes everything 0 cost, so you can still play everything. Does that have enough problems with door turn 4 that I should put this in mid? You know, I'll be nice to Bullet Time, put it in mid for the door turn 4, sure. Why not? It's not that far away from like being mid anyway. There's enough synergies with it, right? All right, Burst. I think I'll put in good. It's a lot easier to just pick skills in this game, but still Burst early game is not high impact enough. Like it just plays defense. But if you can consistently burst, dodge and roll, and blur, and especially with an upgrade, this card is very efficient in this game, because oftentimes you do actually have dodge and roll, like escape plan, backflips, and blurs in your deck to get value out of the burst. Well, in Spire 1, it was a little harder to always have those things. In this game, you kind of always have those things. So burst is very consistent value. It's just not like breaking your run. It's just kind of good, consistent value. Worth adding in most situations, but don't add it over like better cards, right? All right, Calculated Gamble. I think that card's probably unbroken. I'll put it here. Obviously, Calc Gamble slightly nerfed from Spire 1, but not really. Like my silent decks in this game end up getting bigger than Spire 1 silent decks, so I don't really care that Calculated Gamble exhausts in this game. Honestly, the retain from the plus is pretty useful. So I think overall Count Gamble was buffed with how Silent exists in this game, because usually my decks end up like 30 to 40 cards. And if that's the case, then Count Gamble is kind of good. It cycles through your deck. It's amazing draw on turn 1. Amazing draw basically on any turn. You usually have Acros and backflips in your deck. You have Sly stuff. Sly stuff procs off Gamble. It's just broken. It's just incredibly strong. Cloak and Dagger. I think I'll put this in good. 6 block on this character in this game is just kind of enough to deal with everything. There's not many fights or many things in the game that outscale just like playing Cloak and Dagger every so often. Like there's no enemies that punish you for playing cards, so the shiv aspect of shiv cards just isn't really punished in this game. So it's reasonably rewarded in the card pool and the enemy pool to play shiv cards, and Cloak and Dagger is just like, it's a solid shiv card. It's not amazing, but it's fine. Corrosive Wave, I think I'll put in mid. This is maybe the most overrated card on the character, probably. I would say it's probably the most overrated card on the character. Generally speaking, I would say the draw, like deal damage effects, like Speedster and Corrosive Wave are pretty massively overrated on this character. It's like pretty much the only point in making a tier list like this is just tell you like these cards aren't actually that good. Corrosive Wave does a lot of damage, obviously, if you play it into Gamble or Backflip or Acrobatics or anything like that. But it's just like, if you have those cards in your deck, it's so easy to solve damage. Like, this is one of the ways you can do it. But there's so many ways you can do it because these cards are so overstatted in this game. Like, if you have these broken cards in your deck, like, the reason you feel strong when you play Corrosive Wave into, like, Count Gamble, Acrobatics, Backflip is not because of Corrosive Wave being good. It's because of these cards being good. Like, that's the main reason. Obviously, this card's pretty fun to put into your deck, and I think that's why these cards are getting nerfed, by the way. Corrosive Wave has been nerfed, and also Speedster got nerfed, I think, twice. And I think the reason for that is because decks that take these cards and get value out of them, like, also have Acro, Backflip, and Gamble. Like, people are taking these cards and then taking draw cards, and the draw cards are making them strong. So they're winning runs with these cards in the deck. So the idea is that these cards are the strong thing. These cards aren't really the strong thing. It's these cards that are strong. It's the draw effects that should just be in your deck always. That's the way I see it, I think. All right, Dagger Spray. I'm gonna put this in kind of broken, which is kind of hilarious to me considering the state of Dagger Spray in Spire 1. But Dagger Spray in Spire 2 is so much better than Dagger Spray in Spire 1. Like, I'm glad they didn't buff the numbers on this thing, because it would be a monster card if they buffed the numbers on this thing. It's just really solid to have AoE damage. The animation being better is a plus. And Dagger Spray is actually just good enough, efficient AoE damage. It does the job. Like, it deals with the potato in Act 1, the frog parasite. It deals with the eels in the alternate Act 1. It deals with like, a lot of the most dangerous enemies in the game are dealt with by Dagger Spray. It's really good against a lot of the hallway fights in Act 1. Basically, just click the first copy. If it's not offered up against anything better, Dagger Spray is a really solid way to help solve your damage. Very solid card. I think Dagger Throw I'll put in good. It definitely has good Sly synergy, but like the card is pretty bad to add to your deck most of the time. Like, usually you have enough ways to proc Sly that you don't really want like a mediocre damage common. It doesn't solve enough problems for you, basically. It is okay, though. It's not terrible. It's just okay. Not much to say about this. It's just a decent Sly, like, value generator, I guess. I think Dash I'll put in mid. Usually by the time you see this card, like, it's okay to add an Act 1. Like, it's good. But it doesn't contribute towards like a win condition. It just like is a good statted card in your deck. And if it's not contributing towards a win condition, I don't really care about it that much. Compared to like the really good silent cards. But if I see this thing early, I will take it. Like, I will take it over nothing in the early game. It's just an uncommon, so, you know, not as like it's not as game defining as something like Backstab. It's just solid. All right, I think Deadly Poison I'll put bottom of mid. Again, poison damage has less synergy overall in this game. It's good still to deal poison damage. If you need the damage, it can get in your deck. So I wouldn't say it's actually terrible, but it's certainly not inspiring. It's just okay. It's a damage common. Like it does the job of a damage common. It activates bubble. It's just okay. All right, deflect. I think I'll put in good. There's a card that's a lot like deflect on this character that's a lot more than good, but with the current state of the character, I'd say deflect is just good. If you have a lot of draw, obviously this thing is good. It's nowhere near as good as untouchable. Even after all the nerfs, untouchable is still amazing. We're gonna get to untouchable. That card's still going to go in the broken tier for sure. And yeah, deflect is just a worse untouchable basically. If you need this effect, then you add it to your deck, right? Pretty uncomplicated. All right, dodge and roll, I'm going to say is kind of broken. Probably top of kind of broken. I don't think I put it in broken tier quite. Because as soon as your block is kind of settled, which is pretty easy to do on this character, you don't really need dodge and roll that much. It's certainly worse than Blair. But still an incredible card. It can get in your deck in Act 1, Act 2, or Act 3. There's really no moment where you won't want to dodge and roll. If you have any amount of dexterity from Abrasive or Anticipate or anything like that, then dodge and roll is great. I think Anticipate in this tier should probably be at the bottom. Yeah, dodge and roll just add every copy basically. You just add this card and you upgrade it and good things happen. Like it's just a great upgrade target, great card to add to your deck. Yeah, phenomenal. All right, Echoing Slash, I think I'll put in good, probably top of good. It's a rare card, so it's a little bit hard to get it going. If you see this thing early, it's great though. It's kind of just better Dagger Spray, but Dagger Spray is a common, so I'm not going to put it as high. Like usually by the time you see this, you've already solved your AoE because AoE is such a pressing concern in this game. And then you just take some other broken card over it because most of the other cards are just broken. If you see it against nothing though, or it's similar to Assassinate basically. It has kind of the same place as Assassinate, so I'll put it right next to it. Yeah, I would say these cards are basically the same. They're just very good damage, but they're rare cards, so very good damage doesn't really cut it. All right, I think in Venom, I'll put in mid. Another kind of mediocre poison card damage thing. If you have a lot of shivs, this thing can be pretty efficient at, like, especially upgraded, like it's a lot of damage. If you like have no other way to deal damage, you would add this. I've added this a few times if I just have no other way to deal damage, which is really how I feel about poison in general. It's just kind of desperation damage in this game. If I solve my damage in some other way, it's way more efficient than poison. But if I need damage now and I need to solve that problem right now, then I will take poison damage. And Venom is a similar thing, where if I need poison damage, I will add this. Right, escape plan, I think goes in broken. Probably like here. Yeah, seems right. Escape plan in this game, in its current state, doesn't really have any enemy that punishes it. It's like just the door turn 3 that punishes the escape plan. So like that's all. Every other enemy rewards you for having this card in your deck, so of course it's very good. Like the door is not difficult enough to justify. Like it's just not difficult enough. All right, expertise, I think, is our second bad card. Like there is virtually no situation ever where I'd ever want this card in my deck. Like there's not enough ways to reduce my hand size. There's not enough of an abundance of energy on this character to want this card. Like just take acrobatics, just take backflip. Like these cards are so much better than freaking this card. Like it's so bad. All right, expose, I think I'll put in kind of broken. It's this character's terror, like terror from Spire 1, but it's kind of better than terror because fights don't go that long. Like it's similar to terror. Like the remove all artifact is very strong. I'll put it here. Like you don't add it to every deck, but it's a pretty free card to add to your deck if you already have draw, which often you do. And then it just enhances your damage, and like that's good. It's pretty generic, but it's just okay. Phantom Knives, I think I'll put in mid. I'm not like 100% sure about this card, but I don't think it's great. If I have shiv damage, then obviously this card's like pretty fine. Like it's a solid damage card on its own. Just the 4 shivs that deal AoE damage, it's like okay. But without shiv synergy, like it's never really worth adding. Like you have to have the synergy already. So it's similar to these poison cards where like if I need the damage and I'm in the synergy space already, then I guess I'll take it. Nothing spectacular about it. Finisher, I'm really not sure about. I think I'm gonna put it in mid. Like I've really not found many situations where I actually want Finisher in my deck. I could be wrong about this, especially with like leading strike got giga buffed. I don't know. With the leading strike buff, maybe this thing's like a little bit better now. Leading strike now adds 2 shifts to your hand, so that makes finisher a lot stronger, I guess. But I'm not 100% sure about finisher as a card. Like I have not played enough runs with it to feel fully confident in my opinion on that card. But I think it can be useful. There's a lot of ways to enhance multi-hits in this game, like momentum and like extra damage per hit and stuff. Like this card's got to be all right? It's probably similar to accuracy, where it's just like good if you have the shiv stuff. I think this is a multiplayer card. Yes. So I'll put this down here. All right. Flechettes. I think it's incredible in this game. One of the most solid damage cards that exists. I think I'll put it here. Just incredibly well statted card. Most decks on Silent are just full of just a bunch of skills. Like you have half your deck plus being skills, maybe like 80% or 60%, 70% of your deck being skills. And Flechettes is just incredible. Like they buffed it, they made it deal more damage, and you have like a bunch of acros and backflips in your deck now, and a bunch of escape plans and a bunch of prepareds. And if you have all those cards, then yeah, Flechettes is great. It's just a really good damage card. There's a lot of ways to enhance multi-hits, just like with a finisher, but this card is even better with the enhanced multi-hits. Like it's incredible. It's a wonderful damage card. It's really strong. All right, Flick Flack isn't that great, but it says Sly on it, so I'm gonna put it here. I'm not gonna explain that really. Follow through is, it's fine. It's fine. Like it applies weakness, so it's just like kind of fine, but it's nothing spectacular. Usually you have your weakness solved already. It doesn't deal enough AoE damage to really be worth taking for the damage, so it's only really ending up in your deck if you need weakness pretty badly, which is not that common on this character really, but it's still a good card. It says weakness on it. Weakness is very good in this game, so I'll put it there. All right, footwork. I think I'm going to put maybe above Adrenaline. Probably above Adrenaline. I think footwork's probably the best card in the character. I do not think there's a single card in the game that I would take over footwork in the current state of the game. I've been talking about how much these common blocks have improved in Spire 2, like the blur, the backflip, the escape plan, the dodge and roll. Like these cards have improved so much, and consequently, footwork has become the best card in the character. Like you just want every copy of it. You just want like 4 in your deck, like a 50 card deck, 4 footworks. Like it's perfect. You just want as many of these as you possibly can get. It's fantastic. Obviously, incredible card in this game. You always take it over everything. It's just broken. Unless you're in desperate need of damage. But even then, footwork might deal more damage overall. What a card. All right, I think Grand Finale is just bad in this game. Basically never worth picking. Like you have to have the well-laid plans, and like it's just too janky. It's just bad. It's just bad. Hand Trick, I think I'm going to put in mid. I've never really found a good opportunity for it, but the block number on the card is good enough that you just kind of add it to your deck sometimes just for the block. If you have enough prepareds, maybe it can play a leg sweep for you. It's like okay. Like it definitely belongs in mid. It's just like a fine card. Like nothing spectacular. It just does solid things. Was Grand Finale good in Slay the Spire 1? No. Definitely not. Alright, Haze. I think I'll put in mid. It's probably the best poison card overall. I don't know, maybe it's good. Maybe it's bottom of good. Like, probably the best generic poison damage card. Aside from Fumes, obviously. And yeah, I've been happy enough to add this to my deck. It's just like, it's okay. If you have prepareds, you can discard it, get some poison value. It's like fine. If you need damage, obviously you add it, but usually you don't need damage because you're like solving it with something like this or like some cards like these that are actually good. Like you don't want your Sly Engine to be Hazes. All right, Hidden Daggers I'd say is kind of broken. I'll put it above Blade Dance, maybe above Expose, probably above Flechettes, probably like here, maybe here. Obviously this thing just has, it's just one of the overstated cards on the Silent where it just says discard 2, which is great, and then it also says add 2 shivs to your hand, which is great, and it costs 0 energy. It just, everything is good. It's just broken. It's just broken. All right, Infinite Blades I think I'm going to put in good, or in kind of broken. I'll put it by Blade Dance. This thing is kind of like a discount fumes type of thing. It's pretty easy to play your 1-cost powers in this game, and Infinite Blades has enough synergies that you do actually want to put this thing in play and like do stuff with shivs. Solid early damage option, smooths out your damage for the early game, and doesn't really get in your way in the late game. It's just good. Knife Trap, I think I'm going to put in top of good. Knife Trap is a really interesting card. I've seen this card do a lot. I haven't really done much with it myself, but if you need like a huge burst damage turn at some point in some fight, like say you don't have footworks in your deck, this card can solve that problem for you if you have like a Blade Dance and an Infinite Blades. Like you don't actually need that much in your deck for Knife Trap to do a bunch of damage. It's just that usually Silent isn't actually pressured to deal a lot of damage really quickly in the fights. And if you're not pressured to do a lot of damage, then you don't need this. You only need this if you're actually pressured to do a lot of damage. But if you are pressured, like accuracy plus like a Blade Dance and an Infinite Blades, this thing does like 4,000 damage. Like it's crazy how much damage it does. It's so much damage. All right, Leading Strike. After the buff, I'd say it's probably just good. Probably just a good damage common. It adds 2 shifts to your hand and does 3 damage. So basically the card does the same amount of damage as before. 7 damage into 1 shiv is the same amount as 3 damage into 2 shivs. But obviously 3 damage into 2 shivs is way better. Because you get to use shiv synergies and attack synergies and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, the card got buffed for some reason. I think it was already okay. I was already taking it. Now it's better. So be it, I guess. Leg Sweep. Broken. I'm gonna put this card above Acrobatics. You basically want like 1 or 2 leg sweeps in every single Silent deck, and you take the first copy every time. Weakness is just broken in this game, and this is the best weakness card in the game, maybe, besides maybe Malaise, which we're about to get to. You might think you already have Neutralize, or you're going to upgrade Neutralize, so you don't need Leg Sweep, but you want Leg Sweep on top of the Neutralize, not like it's really good. it's really good. Please take Leg Sweep. All right, Malaise, I think I'm going to put in I think I'm going to put Malaise here, actually. Malaise is crazy in this game. There are so many multi-hits, and weakness is so good that Malaise like gets double buffed by both of those things. And like as a consequence, Malaise is just like incredibly strong. Like I've won runs off of the back of just having 1 Malaise in my deck, and like every enemy is just completely shut down by it. Like the amount of times I've just Malaise Knowledge Demon, it goes away. Malaise Phantom, it goes away. Malaise any of the Act 3 bosses, and they're just done for. This card is insane. Like the B-Man is just dead immediately. Like it's so good. One of the best rares in the game right now, for sure. Incredibly strong card. I think Master Planner I'm gonna put in mid tier. I feel pretty okay about that. Maybe like towards the bottom of mid tier. The card is okay. When Prepared was nerfed, I think this was maybe Silent's worst card. But now that Prepared is back, this card is still just like you play it and you solve boss damage, or you kind of solve bosses over the long term. Like you play leg sweeps and then you just prepare discard leg sweep, and it functions okay. But it is a lot to set up, and oftentimes you don't need it. It's just kind of slow. Memento Mori. Is this bad? I don't know. I haven't gotten any use out of Memento Mori, so I'm gonna put it in bad. I haven't gotten like a single use out of this thing. So I'm gonna put it in bad. It's an attack that does more damage the more cards you discard every turn, or like on your turn. If you discard cards, you deal more damage. But like if you're discarding a lot of cards, often you're just fine. Like it's just weird. Mirage, I think I'll also put in bad. Maybe the worst card in the character, like one of the worst for sure. It's a game block equal to the poison total on all enemies. It's just too inconsistent. Like it costs an energy. Oftentimes it just blocks 0. Like the decks I'm building anyway, I don't have that much poison damage. It's just not that good. Murder, I'd also say is terrible. Okay, we're getting a lot of bad cards. Wow, Silent needs buff. Too many bad cards. Murder is pretty similar to the other like draw deal damage effects like Corrosive Wave and Speedster. But yeah, I don't think those effects are very good, and Murder is no exception. I just think the effect is kind of bad. Nightmare. I think I'll put Nightmare in good. I think Nightmare in the original version of the game was pretty bad, but now you do need a bit more scaling. And now that I've like figured out how to make my silent decks good, I can like fit a Nightmare in and kind of win the run off of it. It's not like the best scaling, but it's not terrible. Like Nightmaring, like Abrasive, Nightmaring Malaise, Nightmaring Footwork, like these are the strongest cards in the character. All four of these are incredible Nightmare targets. And usually you don't need to Nightmare them, but it is nice if you need a little bit more output. Noxious Fuma. Broken. I think that's where it belongs. Noxious Fumes is the best poison card in the game, for sure. Absolutely incredible. I put it in play, and I can just relax and play my like shield block cards. I can just play my leg sweeps, my backflips, my blurs, the escape plans. Like this is the deck I want to build, and if I'm building this deck, Noxious Fumes solves damage for me. Incredible. Absolutely amazing. Like this is how I want to play Silent. So thank you, Noxious Fumes, for making that possible. That's a good poison card right there. I think Outbreak I'll put in bad, but it's not actually that bad. Like Outbreak has some synergy space in this game. Like you can play Envenom and then play Outbreak and then play a Blade Dance and you get a bunch of AoE damage, but like that's a lot of mediocre cards that you're doing to deal 13 AoE damage. Like it's okay. But if you're placing all the poison cards this low, then obviously Outbreak's not going to be very good. All right, Phantom Blades. I think this card's fine. It's like pretty solid early game damage if you start your run with something like Leading Strike, or you start with like a Blade Dance or a Cloak and Dagger or something. Like adding the first copy of Phantom Blades feels better than adding the first copy of Accuracy. It is better. It does way more damage, and because of that, like it's basically like an early game Accuracy. Like it's what you want to get the like stuff started. If you have Phantom Blades plus Infinite Blades, it feels very good. Like it's actually just a solid damage package that kind of scales relatively well into the late game. Obviously not incredible, not as good as Accuracy because it's not as good for the whole run. And Accuracy is usually good enough damage in early game anyway. But it's all right. It's not bad. All right, Piercing Wail, Wholly Broken. Where does this card go? Like here? Yeah, I'll put it like right next to Acro. Piercing Wail is even better. Like Spire 1, Slay the Spire 1 had the heart and Spire Elites. And in those fights, Piercing Wail was incredibly strong. And I will tell you, Piercing Wail in this game is even stronger than it was in Slay the Spire 1. It just full blocks everything. Like there's just no exceptions. Like the whole run, there's just fights that get randomly full blocked by Piercing Wail. It blocks for way too much for 1 energy. Like this thing needs to cost 2 energy or something. I don't know. It's way too strong. Like it's just so much block for a common on this character in every act. Like Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, every act, it just full blocks everything. It's just incredibly strong. Ridiculously broken card. All right, Pinpoint, also disgusting card. I think I will put this in broken. Yeah, it definitely deserves to be in broken. I'll put it like next to Fumes, maybe above Fumes, honestly. Pinpoint is just like, it's basically always premium. Like you want it in like the early game, at least. This is the best card you could possibly add to your deck, right? Like it's just 0 energy deal, like what, 14? Which is just ridiculous value, and it never falls off. Like it just is always going to deal pretty solid damage for the entire run. Extremely consistent. I want to play Prepareds, I want to play Escape Plans, I want to play Acro, I want to play Adrenaline, like all these cards, and then Pinpoint just like fixes my damage while I'm doing that. And any card that makes it to where I can play these cards is great in my book. Fantastic card. Poison Stab, I think I'll put in bad. I think in terms of the damage common like poison cards, this is probably the worst one. And yeah, I don't feel great about it. I think it's worse than Snakebite, probably. We'll get to Snakebite, I guess, at some point. Pounce, I've not found a use for at all in the run, or in my game so far. Like, not a single time have I found use for Pounce. Like, it just, like, well, I can play like Sweep, I guess. I don't know. It's just bad. Precise Cut is great. I think I'll put this thing next to Blade Dance. It kind of fulfills a similar role where it's just like a really solid early game damage that doesn't even scale badly into late game. Like it just never really falls off. I will take this thing on floor 1 very happily, floor 2 very happily, floor 3 very happily. Like it's just good. It's a very solid damage card. Predator, I think, is just good. I don't think it's great. I think I'll put it like towards the bottom of good. I don't think it's mid though. Is it mid? I could see this thing being mid, actually, for sure. I'm not 100% sure, but I like it's between good and mid. It's just like, yeah, I'll put it in mid. I'll put it in mid. I'll put it next to dash. This character has like a pretty massive abundance of good draw. So you're really only taking this thing in early game if you need extra damage, and it doesn't fall off that hard, so it makes it okay. Like the Predator bullet time synergy space still exists in this game, I guess. It's just kind of hard to make it work. Seems just okay to me. All right, prepared. I think I'll put it right next to footwork. Probably is the second best card in the character. Prepared in this game, if I like have to describe what it does, it's basically, if you have Sly, it's just a common adrenaline. Like it's a common adrenaline that doesn't exhaust. Like every time I draw it, it feels like I'm playing adrenaline because like it discards like 2 useful things that I would play with adrenaline anyway, and then lets me play my powers. I have bought Mirror, like Dolly's Mirror, to mirror unupgraded prepared in this game before. And I think when I did that, I was pretty settled on this card being the second best card in the character. How important is the upgrade? Very important. It's basically your number 1 priority is to upgrade this card if it's in your deck. It's incredibly strong to upgrade this. Please upgrade it every time. All right, Reflex, I think I'll just put in kind of broken. I think in terms of Reflex Tactician, I think Reflex is the worst card. I think Tactician's broken. Just because like it's easier to solve draw than it is to solve damage in this game. Reflex obviously still ends up in your deck if you have prepareds and like a reasonable Sly engine, then Reflex will just kind of get in. And it is still good, but just not always worth adding. It's just good. Yeah, it's good. Ricochet also just good. Solid early damage. Fulfills a similar role to Precise Cut and Blade Dance. Like, just feels worth adding. Like, all of these damage cards are just the things you're looking for in early game. Like, these are all a decent priority. And then Pinpoint's obviously your top priority, and Noxious Fumes. Like, these are your top priority damage, and these are, like, your mid priority. Like, you will take every copy of these you see in early game. Yeah, Ricochet is also good. Maybe not as good as these, I'm not sure, but it is very good. Obviously, it's 0 energy, deal 12. Like, it's just... like that's incredible. 0 energy, deal 12 is wild. All right, Serpent Form, certainly bad. Similar to, like, Speedster and stuff like that. Just terrible card. Doesn't do anything. Not even worth talking about. Like, I put Shadow Meld in just good. Shadow Meld's kind of like Anticipate, but, like, often it comes too late, right? And it needs the upgrade to do what Anticipate does for 0 energy most of the time. Like, Anticipate often blocks enough, and then Shadow Meld is, like, doing the same thing, but you have to upgrade it. It's pretty janky. This card is a much better defect card than it is a silent card. This card on defect is the best temporary focus card in the game, but on silent, it's just like, eh. It can get in, I guess, if I need it. All right, Shadow Step is terrible. PK is not even that good in this game, and then, like, you also discard your hand, which is, like, janky and weird. I don't know. This card's awful. Skewer, it's, like, okay. If I absolutely need damage early, I guess I can take it. It's better than these, I think. But definitely just, like, towards, like, the bottom of mid, probably. It's very desperate. Like, if I have to be very desperate to take a Skewer in this game, in the current state of the game. Actually, Skewer got buffed, right? Okay, Skewer got buffed for some reason. Maybe it's a little bit better. Like, with these cards, like, desperate tier damage. Right, Slice is also probably desperate tier damage, but it's probably the best out of all the desperate tier damage. Like, it is good enough if you have, like, draw cards and stuff. But you're never going to feel that bad adding a Slice to your deck. Right, Snakebite, also desperate tier damage. I'll put it with Deadly Poison. We're not going to talk about Snakebite. The memes need to die. Card's just bad. It's not that bad, though. Speedster. This is probably the worst card in the character now. Like, I think before the nerf, Speedster was already, like, bottom tier. After the nerf, I have to assume it's even worse. So, like, yeah, we're gonna put it down there. Just awful. Deals damage every time you draw a card. It's just terrible. Really bad. What's it do now? It deals 1 damage upgraded to 2 damage every time you draw a card instead of 2 upgraded to 3. They halved the amount of damage it does unupgraded. It's actually so bad. Like Speedster is such fake damage. Like people just don't understand how bad this card is. Like it's such an overrated garbage. It's so overrated. Like I see so many people say that, oh, Speedster, it's so bad. It's just so bad. It's so bad. I think Strangle is similar to these cards where it's just kind of desperate damage. So I'm going to put it in desperate damage. Sucker Punch, kind of desperate weakness, but it says weakness on it, so I'll put it here. Storm of Steel is awful. Completely awful, never worth taking. Even with like the slime mechanic and shivs being good, I have not found a single situation where I want Storm of Steel somehow. I feel like maybe I'm just missing out. Like Storm of Steel actually can be good, but I have not found a situation for it, so I'm going to put it here. Right, Suppress is an abomination of the highest order. Why? Okay, so this card, basically what it does, what Suppress does functionally in the game right now, is it says, once you get this boss relic, you have permanent weakness in every fight forever. Like there is no exceptions. It does 11 damage and 3 weakness, upgraded I think to 17 damage and 5 weakness, and it has innate. It should not have the innate. Like, it should not have the innate. I don't think. Without the innate, this card is like kind of reasonable, but the innate is just disgusting. All right, Tactician, I think I'm gonna put in top tier. I'll put it like here. Like that's reasonable. Tactician is the best way currently to solve energy on Silent. It's just like the most consistent, feels great to use. I basically add the first copy when I see it, and then I upgrade it, and then I acrobatics discards it, and I have energy for the whole run. Like it's incredible. Very solid. The Hunt, I think I'll put in kind of broken. This card is often not necessary, but like I'm going up and up on this card the more I play with it, because like you get to see more silent cards when you have the Hunt. And seeing more silent cards is really good because silent cards are broken. So yeah. Go on the Hunt, please. Tools of the Trade. That's a broken card. I think I'll put it here. Yeah. Tools of the Trade is giga buffed from Spire 1. Like Spire 1 Tools of the Trade was not nearly as strong as Spire 2 Tools of the Trade. Now we have Sly. This thing plays a prepared every turn. If prepared is this good, you play prepared every turn, obviously. Much better than it was in Spire 1. Incredibly powerful card. Disgustingly broken. You want it in every deck. It might be better than this, to be honest. It might be like up here. Incredibly strong. You kind of want the upgrade on it, so it's like a little bit worse, but it's obviously very good. Trekking is the best damage card in the game, probably. It is Wrath on a stick. Like you add it to your deck, you have Wrath. You just put this card in your deck. Wow, Wrath. You play it and it deals double damage. Like Pinpoint plus like Unneutralize with tracking and play is enough damage to kill the entire game, like very convincingly. It's just disgusting. It's absolutely filthy damage. I don't know why the card says double. Like double is just so much. Like what are you talking about? Double your damage? Like whatever, man. All right, Untouchable. Even after all the nerfs, I would still say is probably up here. Probably like above Escape Plan, maybe. Yeah, it turns out this card, like the Sly keyword, is better than costing 0 energy. Like that is the thing about Sly. It's better than costing 0 energy to have Sly written on you. So this card, if you compare it to a card that costs 0 energy like Deflect, you'll see that the Deflect has a lower block number than the Untouchable. And the Untouchable has a better keyword than 0 energy. So like this card is just strictly better than Deflect in almost all silent runs, because like you just always have prepared aggro, like these types of effects in your deck. It's just the best block common, probably. Right? Yeah, it's the best block common. It's better than backflip. Very strong. All right, up my sleeve, pretty bad. Probably the worst shift card in the game. It's just too expensive, not really worth it. There's much better options that exist in the game. I've never really found a good use for this. Wildlife Plans is disgustingly broken. Probably put it like here. It's not. I don't think it's as good as Tools of the Trade, but It is incredibly strong. Obviously, still playing Well Plans and holding a Piercing Well in your hand is just broken. Holding like some discard synergy to do something like the retain is just a broken keyword, and you can add it to all of the most broken silent cards to play them on the right turn. It's just really good. Yeah, Feet Fume Plans. All right, and the last card is Wraithform, which I think I'll also put in top tier. Probably like the minus dexterity is kind of awkward when you have so many block cards in this character, but it's just 3 energy win the fight, right? Like you upgrade this card, it's already upgraded actually. It wins the fight when you play it. Obviously, like that's quite good. That's I don't know. It's Wraithform, okay? Like it's Wraithform. It's pretty good. You can still Nightmare Wraithform. That's kind of broken. All right, that's it. GG. Oh, I'll put Neutralize. I won't put Neutralize. Neutralize is broken. All right, chat. How do you feel about this tier list? I feel a little less confident about this character than I do about Regent, but it's mostly because it's hard to identify which cards are good when like the whole card pool is so good. Like look at how many broken cards there are. This is such a big tier. Like wow. Yeah, looks pretty solid to me. Hopefully my voice was better in this one, and like I could feel the vocal fry a little bit. I'm trying to improve. Hopefully you enjoyed the tier list, YouTube. I'll see you all in the next one. Probably do defect next, honestly. Probably do defect next, but I feel okay about this list. GG's. I'll see you later, YouTube. Thanks for watching. All right, chat. Here we are. I'm gonna. So like before in the when I made the Regent tier list, the cards were, or someone made an image, right? Like they made it on tier maker. I don't think I can do that without an account. I don't have an account. So if someone in chat has an account and they want to like put that effort in to make a link for the tier list so I can post it, I would appreciate that. I could also just make an account. So you can also just tell me to make an account, but someone made the tier list for me as an image, like for the previous list. So I appreciated that. Do our rank pick cards strictly according to the tier list, always seeing the highest ranking card, see how it goes. Probably go pretty well, honestly. Was that you, Alternum? I appreciated that. Did you also make the Reddit post? Because I also appreciated that. Yeah, this looks pretty solid to me. Overall. What was the rare? This card is a multiplayer exclusive card. Yeah, thanks for that, Atritisser. Not really sure how to pronounce your name, but thank you. I appreciate you. How would I balance the silent right now? I think I would start with the enemies. I think balancing silent's card pool is sort of a lost cause. This character is too strong. Like it's crazy. You have to change the enemies to actually punish this type of deck building. Like the enemies need to change more than our cards need to change. Like as long as the enemy pool is what it is, silent will continue being what she is. I have not played Silent Intador yet. No. All right. Switch back over to this. And yeah, I'm gonna have to end stream here, and then I'm gonna go live again later probably. But for now, I think I do gotta go. Some stuff I have to get done. I can play some more runs later. I'll get this YouTube video uploaded probably before I go live, like for the silent tier list. Yeah, see you all later. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Sorry about the amount of tier lists that I'm doing. I'm gonna try to get the tier list done for each character. So we got the silent one done. That's cool. Also the Regent run today was pretty sick. If anybody missed that, I'll probably make a YouTube video out of this run. It was a pretty crazy run. It's pretty wild. Yeah, content pilled. But anyway, thank you all for watching. I will see you all later. Today, probably. Almost assuredly, unless I get busy for some reason. But yeah, GG's and goodbye.